Now we're about to have a conversation, and this conversation is actually about an exhibition coming up, and it's the Northern Smock Festival and Exhibition. And I'm sure you're wondering, what is the Northern Smock Festival and Exhibition all about? Well, in the studio with us is Mohammed Gaddafi Mandea, the team leader of Afri Youth, and he's going to tell us all about this festival and exhibition. Hello, how are you?
Hi.
Oh, I can see you're wearing a smock too.
Yes.
Oh, so this is the smock that we're celebrating.
The North. Yes.
Oh, wow. Yes. That's interesting. Anyway, before we get into it, what is Afri Youth all about?
Okay, so Afri Youth stands for Africa Youth Center for Development. Actually incorporated somewhere 2021 with main objective of developing young people through leadership. And so we do leadership training for youth. We also do entrepreneurship training for the youth, skills development for the youth. We also do community development as well as women empowerment. So these are some of the activities that Afri Youth stand for, and we've been doing these activities for 5 years now.
Right.
So we have clubs at the senior high schools. So what we do is that we select these youths at the senior high school, we groom them. After the senior high school, we have a movement that we incorporate them into the movement. So all the training that they had from the senior high school, it moved on to tertiary, and then some of them are currently those even leading most of our activities on ground.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
So this is what we do.
So now let's get straight into the festival and exhibition. We've seen different festivals and exhibition, but this is more about the Northern Smock.
Yes.
So the Northern Smock is what you're wearing.
Exactly.
Why is this centered around the Northern Smock?
Thank you. Thank you very much for this question. So, like you said, it's specific on the smoke industry. Every year we do research to identify some of the challenges facing job creation within the northern sector. And so this year we searched into the smoke business industry, and we realized that it has a huge potential of job creation, but stakeholders have not actually put much attention into that sector. If we take the entire 5 northern region, all the traditional setups within the 5 northern region all use smokes. And then also, there have never been a national event that you go and you will not see the smoke being the dominant cloth within that particular event. So it means that if much attention is given to it, it can really help create more jobs for the youths. And also we realize that traditionally it used to be the men that do the weaving, but now our women folk has taken over, especially the young people. So you don't even see them migrating much into the north for this kaya business that they normally do, because they now have something that they engage in. However, the challenge is marketing or visibility for their work, because mostly they will do the weaving and they hand it to the men to sew the smoke.
Right.
And so we realize that they are actually lacking behind. They are not being seen in the space. And when we did the research, we realized that there are over 15 to 20,000 weavers within Tamale Metro and Sanarago municipality alone. And so we asked ourselves, what can we do to support these people so that at least the work that they do, they can really make some meaningful gain out of it. So we actually collaborated with an NGO called Swida Ghana to provide training for about 1,000 of them. So we train them on financial literacy. We also train them on social media marketing, how they can market their products even to the outside world. And we realized that there have never been a smoke festival dedicating to only the smoke sector. So we said, let's try it and have a stakeholder discussion on that sector. How can we all come together as stakeholders to promote this industry so that even not only in Ghana, but outside Ghana, because people really like the smoke, even if you travel outside the country.
Sure.
So how do we make sure that it meets the international standard so that they can actually export? So these are some of the reasons why we have come up with the Smock Festival.
Right, right. All right, so the smock is the batakari, right?
Yeah, it's the fugu. We call it fugu.
Okay, the fugu is the material, or the smock is the, or the batakari is the material.
So
which is it?
The batakari is actually the big one.
Oh,
the big one. But if you come down south here, they refer this one to batakari as well. But in the north, the bigger one is mostly called the batakari.
Yeah.
But we do call it fugu as well.
Right.
But we call it bangma in our local language. Bangma.
Bangma.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. Anyway, so this event, how will the the fugu and the batakari makers benefit from this?
Yeah. So what we are trying to do is that mostly their challenge has to do with support.
Yeah.
Especially from the government institutions. We have seen how they've been supporting women in agric. We have seen how they've been supporting women in tailoring. But this particular sector, there's no any special attention in that sector.
Right.
And you can see the number of jobs that it has for women. So we want to have that discussion. How can our stakeholders support that industry?
Yeah.
So that at least the women will get something out of the work that they are doing. So one is to create that enabling environment for them to get the needed support from state institutions and other private sectors that are helping women. And then also to market the products. They are actually going to exhibit various talent on what they can use the smock fabrics to do. So that at the end of the day, when people see their handwork and anytime they need it, they can actually come to them for that purpose.
Right, right. And we have guest speakers. Who are the guest speakers on that day?
Yeah, so we have actually looked around to have some from the development community and also some from our governance institution. So we have included National Youth Authority, who is actually representative for the national youth development in this country. And if you recall, recently they came up with this national apprenticeship program. And we believe it can be a very good platform for these women. And so we are having the National Youth Authority to be on board. And then also we think that as part of our plea, I think it will not be out of place if we have a national smock and kente wearing day during Ghana month, which city has been doing very well when it's come to the city caravan. I think we can have, and so we want to put this before some of our leaders. That's why we have some of our members from parliament, from the northern sector, and the development, as well as the regional minister and the traditional council. So we are actually collaborating with the regional House of Chiefs, as well as the regional coordinating council, and then the state institution to see how best we can. So that's why we have a mixture of development space and then the political front and the traditional front as well.
Right. So it's happening on which day?
So the date is on 22nd of this month. So that's next week, Saturday. And it's taking place at Tamale Jubilee Park. And it will start exactly 9 a.m. And then also we are using it to promote peace and development. Like I said, the smock is the only tool that unites the entire northern sector. So what we have decided to do is that we have actually invited all the major tribes within the 5 northern regions
to be part of it,
come and be part of it and showcase their culture and how we can use the smock to promote peace and development and also support our brothers and sisters within that particular space.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Thank you
you
very
joining
much.
us,
Thank
and
you.
I think it's a very good initiative. So
Thank
good
you.
luck, and also to everyone that will be there, good luck to
Thank
each and
you
every
very
one of
much.
them.
Thank you
All right,
very
so ladies
much.
and gentlemen, we've been speaking about the Northern Smock Festival and Exhibition, and I was talking to Mohammed Gaddafi Mandea, who's a team leader of Afri Youth. But I want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you that joined us on today's show, and would like to remind you that the show started with Nana Tufo Boateng, and of course Philip and I did this section from 9 till now. We want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you for joining us.